Hello there, Fountain Pens and Inks fans. I'm going to review a product today which is sort of related. It's not a pen or ink today, it will be a notebook or a notebook cover. As many of you probably know, I've been using Midori style notebooks for quite some time, and I've got into using FieldNotes quite recently, and I wanted to buy a cover, and after doing some research I came across a company called Popov Leather. Here's their logo, hopefully you can see that, and I contacted the owner, Ryan Popov, who very kindly sent me over some of the covers that he makes for review. Now if you go to the Popov Leather website, there's a vast array of cover or combination of covers. He sent me 3 over, and they're 3 different styles, all for FieldNotes. So I'll go through each of them quickly for you, but one of them I've been using for the last 2.5 weeks, and I'll tell you a little bit about how I got on with it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then show you the others as well. So first of all, this is the cover. This is actually the driftwood one that I've actually been using, and it's stitched. If the camera will pick that up, probably won't. There we go. It's hand stitched using saddle stitch with a wax coated braid, and I believe this saddle stitch is 10 times stronger than machine stitching, so a very nicely stitched and made product. Now this particular notebook, you may notice there is a pocket running round the edge here. You can see that's on the outside, and on the inside I've got one FieldNotes book. And by the way, when you buy these notebooks, Ryan puts a FieldNotes notebook in with the cover, so you can get started straight away. So I've already been using this one for various notes because I carry it every day. It's got everything from work notes to things I need to do at home, some ink testing and so on. You may be able to pick up how after just a couple of weeks use, I'm starting to get little marks and indents where I've carried it either in my backpack or in my jacket pocket. I really like this book, this notebook, because of this little outer pocket which wraps round. As you can see, it goes all the way around, and I've got some business cards in here, and it's ideal for meetings. When I get business cards, I can even carry some of my own, and I've got everything I need. And you can also, if I can demonstrate, you could get away with putting a pen in here. So this is a M200. You could put a pen in here quite easily, and I have actually carried the odd pen inside. Can you see how the leather has changed colour here, where it gets where the pressure of the pen is? Now this is Chromexcel leather by the famous Horween Leather Company, and really lovely soft leather. But the properties of this leather is that it marks, and it changes colour. You can even see, hopefully the camera will pick it up, when I open it, even the spine where it's stretched round, the colour is slightly different. So over time this will sort of build its own character. So the great thing about these notebooks is that they lie flat, so I can have it on my desk. Now this one in particular, because of the outer pocket, doesn't lie as flat as the others, and I'll show you the others in a moment. It has a slight ridge that you might be able to pick up this side here, but it isn't too much of a problem. But because the leather is so soft, it just sort of flips open and closes securely, and I don't even put a rubber band or anything around it. It's perfect as it is. Now I'm just going to quickly take you through the other notebooks that Ryan sent me over. This one is in the black finish, still the same leather but in the black finish. And the other thing that I didn't show you on the other one is that you may just be able to pick up that there's some branding, the Popov Leather branding. The other thing that Ryan does offer, but I don't have it on any of these, is personalization. You can, at the time of ordering, you can actually put a request in, and he'll put a monogram on there or your name, so it's actually personalized. So this could make a great gift as well, so if you want to send it to someone. So this is the black one. I haven't been using this one yet, but this one is without any outer cover, so you see it looks slimmer. This one, as it's got an additional piece of leather stitched around, it's a little bit thicker. The black one is the standard one. It's very similar in finish to the one FieldNotes do on their website. So in terms of sort of style, so the same two pockets either side. And one of the great things about these notebooks, if I stop dropping the notebook, apologies for that. I've got another FieldNotes notebook here. You could quite easily put another notebook in the other side, and you could have two notebooks like I've got there, and it still isn't too thick, so an ideal sort of everyday carry. And you could have you know, if you haven't used FieldNotes, you can get them in dot grid, plain, lined, and grid paper, so you could have a combination of notebooks depending on the type of paper you want. Now, one thing I will say about FieldNotes at this point, although it's not to do for the review of these covers, the paper isn't the most fountain pen friendly. However, I found that using a fine nib or an extra fine nib pen generally works fine, and I love the size and the portability of the books, so that's why I use them, especially with me sort of every day at work. Okay, so this was the standard one in the black leather, and the black leather has a bit more of a sheen to it. I don't know if you'll pick it up there on the camera at all, but it has a bit more of a sheen to it, whereas the driftwood is a bit more, I mean, this looks a little bit shinier, but when I first unpacked it, it was a little bit sort of a matte finish, and this is just from me carrying it every day and using it. Now, the last notebook I'll bring to you is the burgundy finish, or I'm not sure if this is the burgundy or the cherry wood. I think there's two colours on the site. And this is yet again another colour I really like. Can you see that Horween leather where the spine is sort of bent round, so when you open it, it's just that lighter colour where the leather's pulled away and the oils have sort of stretched out. The stitching on this is a red or a maroon coloured stitching, so it matches really nicely. The difference with this notebook, and this is a newer notebook on Ryan's website, is that you've got the notebook cover here. In fact, you've got a sleeve in there where you can put another notebook, but it's got two card holders inside, which could be ideal for some people, and I've just sort of put some blank cards in there to show you. So you could put maybe a credit card in there, your business cards, and this would make an ideal sort of everyday carry, you know, as a wallet as well. You can maybe even put a couple of notes in one of these. I haven't used this as much. I will sort of take this one out with me shortly, but I'm really loving the driftwood one. So all of these notebooks come in a number of different finishes. So you've got the one with the outer sort of pocket stitched round. You've got the plain one without any outer pockets and just two inner pockets for notebooks. And then you've got the newer version, which has got the two credit card pockets or business card pockets, as well as two notebook pockets in there. You can go to Ryan's website. I'll put a link to it down below, and have a look at the range of products. He also does a range of other products, watch straps, leather wallets as well. He is looking at making a slightly different style of FieldNote cover with a dedicated pen holder as well. So if he does, I'll see if I can get a hold of one of those and review it as well. But these are really good covers. If you fancy one, go and pop over to Ryan's website. Also, if you're a member of the MTN Fountain Pens and Inks forum, I will be posting this video on there with some additional information on how you can get an extra discount, as Ryan's provided a special members discount for these notebooks. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Thank you.